class, and happy Sunday. Apologies for my voice. I've been really sick this week. My son has been sick, and it's not been very fun. So, good times over here. I'm sure a lot of you can understand and relate. I know it's been going around. Um, so, just excuse my painful voice on this instructional video. First things first, you would have received your midterm marks last Friday. Um, and a lot of you probably are not going to be happy with the marks that you received, and that's just because you might be missing some assignments. As mentioned in the email that I sent out to the class, if there's any concerns, just send me an email and we can arrange a time to talk. Often this can happen in an e-learning setting. Students think that they can get away with leaving the e-learning and focusing on their in-course classes because they have a teacher in front of them. It's a little easier to stay on top of in-course classes, but they kind of let the e-learning slide, and then it becomes a really fast spiral, and it's just impossible to catch up in a grade 12 academic course. So you will have to sit with me and we'll have to figure things out, but there's definitely ways that we can do that. So just make sure that you take that initiative to reach out if that's you. And I am closing the Dropbox for submission by Wednesday at midnight. And the reason for that is because I'm only human, I'm not a robot, and my marks are due, and I cannot be late on my deadlines like in the real world. Outside of high school. High school is the real world, but often teachers are fairly liberal, or can be liberal with deadlines. But the reality is we want you to be working towards what you need to be successful in life beyond the classroom in high school, and deadlines matter in life. Okay. So we move into Unit 2 this week, and it's a gentle start to the unit. This is actually a really vibrant unit. It's lots of fun. Students really like this unit. It's called Planning, Motivation, and Stress. So there's a lot that you can relate to, I think, in this unit, especially when we get to stress. So this week, again, your participation activity is your attendance check. Make sure you do that. You've been assigned a couple lessons. So this is a slide deck lesson on decision making. Please review this lesson. If you didn't learn anything from the unit test, it's that you really do need to stay on top of your lessons in this course. Take notes on the lessons. Keep really good notes, because when it comes to that unit test, if you haven't done that, it's really, really difficult to be successful. Then you're going to complete a discussion post. This has been posted under communication in discussions. It's discussion post number 3 for the class. It's listed under Unit 2 discussions. As always, you need to answer these questions, and then also make sure that you're posing a question for your peers and then going back and reading and replying to at least 2 peer posts. A lot of you are losing marks because you're just not taking time to do that. I'm sorry. On Wednesday, you're assigned to do the reading on decision making. So it's another reading. We only have a few in this course, but if you go to university, like that's the basis of how you will learn is through readings. So you got to do the reading. It's really simple homework activity, answering the questions, and it's due Monday as well at 8 a.m. And then you've got another lesson on planning. Again, it's a nice short lesson. Just take notes on the video content, making sure that you're having all of that, because you might see it, like as you could tell in the Unit 1 test, you had to apply the lessons from Leadership Dancing Guy to one of the questions from the Dynamic New Workplace. And really, you needed to make sure that you watched that video and understood the context of the video, that it takes the first follower to start a movement in order to be able to properly relate it to the curriculum. So again, this is a lot of content. And if you're not taking notes and being diligent about following through on that content, it's going to hurt when it comes to actual tests and assignments. Okay. All right. So that's the wrap on this week. You've got the 2 lessons to take notes on, including any of the articles in the lessons as well as the videos. You've got your discussion post, and you've got your reading and homework questions due on Monday at 8 a.m. So it's a nice gentle week after some heavy, you had your unit test, you had your Unit 1 case. So that's a lot of heavy stuff. And then next week, we'll get into some really cool content. Okay. As always, if you have questions, just send me an email. I'm happy to arrange a Google Meet. I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I'll see you online.